same will be done for this classification also. Because still uploading the data set, every step is same. After uploading the data set only, while configuring, while designing the pipeline, the steps will be a little different because the data set is different. Based on that, we need to make small changes here and there while designing the pipeline. Okay. So first go a little slow for this. Search for Azure Machine Learning and then move to the Azure Machine Learning. So here, initially no workspace is available because every time after the session, we are clearing the content. So obviously no workspaces will be available initially. So click on Create New Workspace. Once you move to Azure Machine Learning, click on Create New Workspace. After you clicked on Create New Workspace, it will ask for the details. So here we have to fill up the resource group as well as the name of the workspace. All the other details we don't have to fill up. Only thing is resource group name and workspace name. So these two things only we are going to fill it up. So under the resource group name, click on Create New. If something is existing, you can select it. If not, click on Create New and create the resource group. Okay, give any name for the resource group. You can give any name for the resource group, but no spaces are allowed in between. And then click OK. So now the resource group will be created. Similarly, we need to specify the workspace name. So for the workspace name, today we are going to work with logistic regression. So I'm just giving logistic regression as my workspace name. So all the other details will be created automatically when I type the name for the workspace. So only these two
Excuse me.
things you have to, yes.
I got in a little late.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to log into the Azure portal by using your
Yes, I am there.
Yeah. So
yeah,
after that,
I'm using a different login.
okay.
from GGU. I have another one from my employer, which I'm using.
Okay.
And I'm at the welcome back page. It looks a little different from yours. Create a resource, start a template.
No, all the web pages, if you just go through, if you just click on Azure Machine Learning, maybe the search page will be a little different, but search for Azure Machine Learning. Once you search for Azure Machine Learning, you will be getting like this. After that, everything will be the same. Okay. Maybe the first page alone will be a little different.
Yes. So then create
Azure Machine Learning. After that, create new workspace.
Yes.
And create a resource group name. Create a workspace name.
All right.
Okay. So after
can you put
that,
the data? Can you put the data back into the chat?
Okay, so I'll do it. Once I click on create, review and create, I'll do it. Okay. Okay. So give the name for the workspace and then click on review plus create. So this will validate our details, whether it is working, any issue is available or not. It will check for that. And then if the region is available or not, it will check for it. And then it will say whether the validation is passed or not. So once the validation is passed, click on create. Okay. So after you clicked on create, here you will be able to see that the deployment is in progress.
If it's not creating, should I redo it again?
No, it will be creating.
Okay.
Is it showing any error?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so
yes.
if it is not showing any error in the sense, you will be able to see the notification over here. So there the deployment in progress, all those things will be visible. After that, the page will be loaded. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 minutes late.
This is sorry, this is Leon, and it says running final validation.
Okay, so once the final validation is over, then click on review plus create.
Thank you.
Okay, so let it run. Meanwhile, I'll share the data set one more time. I'm stop sharing the screen and then I'll share the data set now. data set, I have shared it one more time. If anybody has not downloaded it, please download it. Also, the data set is available in your upgrade portal. Okay, so still my page, the deployment is in progress. Wait until the deployment is successful. So once the deployment is successful, click on Go to Resource. When you click on Go to Resource, the next page will be click on Launch Studio. Okay, so this is how we move to Azure Machine Learning Studio. These are all the same steps which we discussed in the previous session also. Click on Launch Studio. Now you will be able to see that Azure Machine Learning Studio page has been opened. So previously, watch my cursor now. So previously, the workspace is available in the first tab. The second one is nothing but the workspace, exactly, Azure Machine Learning Work Studio, where we are going to work for today's session. Okay, so don't close this page.
Excuse me.
Because, yes.
Yeah, I went to the Azure Azure Machine Learning page, and I don't know what happened to
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll come back on now. Okay. So
you want me
once you
to
have,
share? Yeah.
yeah. Once you have moved to this page, please wait. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll look at his query and I will come back to that. Yeah. Can you share the screen now? Jeff, can you share it?
Yes.
Yeah, it has created. Just click on that. LMG_EVO. Click on that. Okay, now click on Launch Studio. Down. Now it will open up a new tab. Okay. So this is the page I'm in right now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now we can stop sharing the screen. I will share my screen. Whether everybody has opened the studio? Is any issues
Yes.
available?
We
Okay.
haven't brought the data in yet, have we?
We have?
Have we brought the data set in yet?
Yes, the data set is available in the view resources. Also, I have posted it in
Yeah.
the chat.
I have it, but when do we bring it into the
next step is
project?
data. Yeah, the next step is
Okay,
data
thank
uploading.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So once you move to the Azure Machine Learning, we are going to work with our data. So where to upload the data is under Assets part. Watch my cursor here. Under Assets part, you will be having data. So this is the place where we are going to upload our data. So click on the data. Initially, no data will be available. So the page will be looking like this. And under data assets, see here, it must be data assets. Under data assets, click on create. Okay, so I'm repeating it. In the Azure Machine Learning Studio, in the left-hand side panel, there will be something called assets. Under assets, data will be available. Click on the data, and then by default, it will be data assets only. Under data assets, click on create. Okay. Once you click on create, it will ask for the data asset name. Now, for today's session, I'm going to work with diabetes data. So I'm just specifying diabetes data. I'm just specifying diabetes here. And then the type of the data you need to specify as tabular. So in the first page, what are all the things that we have to give? Name of the data set. You can give any name depending upon your wish. It need not to be diabetes all the time. As my data set is related to diabetes, I'm just specifying it as diabetes. Okay. This name, you can give anything, but ensure the type which you are using is tabular. Okay. So these two things must be specified clearly. Once you have done that, click on next. Give the name, specify the type as tabular and click on next. Now in the second page, it will ask choose a data set for your data set. So from where my data set is available, my data set is available from local files. Click on from local files. select from local files and click on next. Now here we are not going to make any changes. Don't make any change over here. Click on next. And in the fourth page, we have to upload our file. So click on upload files. And here there will be an option for upload files. Upload files and upload folder will be available. You need to click on upload files only. Click on upload file and browse for your data and select your data. My data is readily available because I used to work with this. So the data is readily available. I'm just opening it up. So search for your data, search for the location and then upload your data. So once the data is successfully uploaded, it will show a green color tick mark over here. Whether everybody reached to this particular page?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So after this, we have to click on next. Once the data is uploaded, click on next. And here, ensure the data preview is available. So if the data preview is not available in the sense, maybe sometimes you might not have selected the tabular, data type as tabular, all those things. So go back and see whether everything is done properly or not. Most often the data, if it is everything is selected properly, the data preview will be available. Similarly, look at this file format. The file format by default, it must be delimited because it's our CSV file. Yes, Prince.
Ma'am, would you be able to share that again because this file somehow missed into. Can you
Which-
share this data file?
Yeah, it's available in under the view resources. It's
Um,
available in chat also, or if not, if it is available in the upgrade portal view resources.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Prince. Okay. So just ensure the file format is delimited because our file is a CSV file. Okay. So, but apart from that, we don't have to make any changes over here. Just click on next. After that, you can look at your data schema. So schema in the sense the data and its corresponding data type will be available. Now look at this particular place. All the data type, integer, and then decimal is available. So previously when we are working for linear regression, we have a mixture of numerical data as well as categorical data. But for this particular case, for diabetes prediction, I have selected a data set where only numerical data is available. There is no categorical data is available over here. As per the data set, there is no categorical data available. Only numerical data is available. Okay. So our outcome variable is, our dependent variable is nothing but the outcome. So all the other things we are going to use as inputs and everything is a numeric data. Right. So that also we can see it from here and then click on next. So once we have seen all these things, click on create. So when you click on create, the data set will be created under the data assets part. Now the data set is created. So the next step is we are going to explore the data set. So why we have to explore the data set is before we start working with any type of algorithm, we must understand what is the data about. Okay, is there any missing values? Because only then we will be able to design the pipeline properly. Okay, so click on explore. Under explore, we will be having two options. One is preview, another one is profile. So click on profile because under preview, you will be able to view the data. Whereas under profile, you can exactly see the distribution of the data as well as the summary statistics of the particular data. Okay, now see here, our data consists of, yes.
After importing, how to go to the profile view?
Just click on the explore here.
Okay.
Okay. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Okay. Click on the explore here, preview and profile will be available. Now, when you look at this particular data, it's saying that the number of columns which is available in our data set is 9 and the number of rows which is available is 768. So this is the number of rows and this is the number of columns. Again, a small data set for proper understanding I have given. Now look at the columns. pregnancies, glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, BMI, diabetes pedigree function, and age. So all these are independent variables, and the outcome is nothing but our predictive variable or the dependent variable. Okay. So what else we have to look at here is we need to check for the missing values. Is there any missing value available? Now just scroll down. We are able to see that in the first column, there is no missing count. Second column, third column, fourth column, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nowhere missing values is available. Okay. Nowhere empty content is available. Nowhere error content is available. What that means? Yes, Suvir.
Good data.
Okay,
Ma'am,
Nimish. Yes.
Ma'am, what is diabetes pedigree function?
Okay, so diabetes pedigree function is a one kind of measure which is dealing with genetic related issues. Whether diabetes is causing genetically any other persons is having diabetes or not.
Thank you.
Okay.
But Dr. Saroja, this data seems to have some error. Glucose cannot be 0 for any limit.
Exactly. So that is the next thing which I'm going to say. So when we look at the missing count, we may feel that the data set is clean. Okay, we may feel that the data set is completely clean and we can use it as such, but this is not sufficient. After looking at the missing count, the first thing which you have to look at is minimum as well as the maximum value to know whether any invalid data is available or not. Now, look at this particular column, pregnancies. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 17. Okay, now leave it as such because minimum 0 pregnancy is acceptable. Maximum, maybe in the previous old age and all, 17 is also there. So you can leave that as such. Now, coming to the second column, glucose, the minimum is 0, maximum is 199. When you clearly analyze the minimum value, can any person have the minimum glucose as 0? Is it possible? Is it possible?
No.
No. Similarly, if you look at the blood pressure, again it is 0. Is it possible? Is 0 possible in blood pressure?
No.
No.
Similarly, skin thickness is 0. Is 0 possible in skin thickness?
No.
Is 0 possible in insulin? Insulin level. Similarly, BMI. So, when you closely watch this data, the BMI, insulin, skin thickness, blood pressure, and glucose, all these values, all these columns consist of 0. Okay. Maybe it appears to be like the clean data, but invalid data is available. There is no missing data, but there is invalid data because all these columns cannot be zeros. Okay, so this is the understanding which we have to get when we look at the data. Right? So once the data is loaded, click on the profile and see the distribution of the data also. So when you are performing some EDA related to it, you can see the distribution of the data. Also, you can just check with the mean value. What is the mean value? What is the standard deviation, variance, skewness? Everything will be available over here. Okay. Similarly, if you want to check for whether the data is balanced or not, for that also, you can also check here. Is it balanced? Almost 500 values are in 0 and 200 and something, 250 or 260. About 260 or something is having value 1. So this is not a balanced data anyhow. Right? So all those things we can analyze when we look at the profile. Now, did you understood what
Why
are
wouldn't,
that we have? Yes.
why isn't the last measure not balanced?
Okay. So what is meant by balanced data set?
The outcomes, you said
Mhm.
it's not, so you have 500 and then
Yeah,
260. It would look like 200, it would look like 268, right? So
Yes.
why wouldn't that be balanced?
Okay, so whenever you take a data set, we cannot expect that must be balanced. So imbalanced data in the set, if it is balanced data means are predicting variables. So we have two predicting variables. One is 0, another one is 1. So why it is 0 and 1 means for diabetes prediction, what we are doing is whether the person is having diabetes or not. No diabetes means 0. Yes, diabetes is there means 1. Okay, so if the number of rows, whichever we have taken, or the data points or the training records, whichever we have taken, if both are equal, if 768 in the sense, it must be 384 in both the cases, then we will call that as balanced data. And more or less 400, 368 is there. That is also somewhat balanced data. Now, if you see here I have 495 records with no diabetes and 262 records with diabetes is there. Okay, so that means almost for the diabetes, the person having diabetes is less in number, almost 50% it is less. Not exactly 50%, 40% the data is less. So this is what we call as imbalanced
Okay.
data. Okay,
Thank
the
you.
number of data points.
A
Okay,
good
thank you.
explanation. Just one comment, when you touched on the high point data there, you said you had 262.
Yeah.
When I look at mine, I have 263.9, even though it's the same data set.
Okay. What about others? Or
Yeah.
whether anybody else is able to see any difference over there?
263.9. That's right.
263.9.
I got 2369.9.
Okay. Same data set only we have used. And I'm not sure with that part why it is showing that difference and all.
And the high point is 495.15. What's your high point?
Okay,
Yours is
for me
slightly
it's showing as 495.90 and here
Yeah.
it is showing as 262.8.
Yeah, so that's why
Okay.
it's slightly off.
Okay, so
Wow.
let's continue with that. Now, are you clear with the understanding part? Now our data is ready. So the next step is we have to move for designer. Okay, till now whatever we have done is we have moved to the created a workspace and then moved to that workspace and added the data set for our analysis. So the next step is we are going to design a pipeline. Okay, so for designing a pipeline, in the left hand side panel under authoring, designer will be available. Click on designer. And this is a place where we are going to design our pipeline. Okay, so click on designer and then click on create a new pipeline using classic pre-built components. Click on the plus. So once you click on the plus, you will be able to see a new pipeline. Okay. It's showing one error for me. Data is available. Okay. Whether everybody has moved to the designer part?
Yes.
Okay. So under your designer part, once you click on create a new pipeline, you will be able to see that two new tabs over here. One is data, another one is component. Okay, so under the data, your data will be available, and under the component, all other components will be available. Now, from the data part, watch my cursor over here. From the data part, the data which you have loaded will be available. Drag and drop onto the workspace. Drag and drop it onto the workspace. If you are feeling it difficult to drop onto the workspace, when you just place your cursor on your data, you will get this. Under that, use data will be available. Click on use data. It will be automatically available in your pipeline. So this is the first step. The data we are loading into our pipeline. Now, after this, I suggest people to enable the autosave option. So by default, the pipeline will not be saved. If you move the page from here to there, what will happen is immediately all the contents whichever is available will get deleted automatically. Okay, so the best option is enable the autosave. By default, the autosave option will be disabled. Enable it so that whatever the changes that you are doing, everything will be saved.
Professor, there's a there's a button there called validate.
Yes.
Does it help if I validate the data now?
No, it's not for that validation. Finally, the pipeline validation.
But does it help
Okay.
as we build the pipeline that we validate along the way? Because my experience is that I
Okay.
build a long pipeline and at the end I have a lot of errors. Then when the second time when I
No,
build,
this is not that validate. Okay, so this is just a pipelines thing. Only if you configure and submit, you will be able to see whether it works properly or not.
yeah, by that time I have the whole tree, the whole pipeline is listed there, and I have to troubleshoot by going back to the beginning again. So does hitting the validate button help troubleshoot as we build the pipeline?
Even I haven't checked that. We will see.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So whether everybody has reached till this particular page, anybody else is has not completed till here? Okay. So now I will explain the overall flow, whatever we are going to do for this particular session, right? So the first step is we have loaded the data. Next, what we will be doing is diabetes data we have loaded. So after this, what are we going to do is we need to handle the invalid data. So how are we going to handle the invalid data? So if a data is missing, then there is a component which is available with us for handling the missing data, which is nothing but the clean missing data component. But if the data is invalid, there is no component which is available for handling it. No component which can select some specific columns and then address that issue. So what are we going to do in this particular places? We are going to write a simple Python script. And here in the Python script, we will replace all the zeros with null value. Now what will happen? The zero will be replaced by null value. That means wherever zero is available in that particular columns, everything will be replaced as empty. Okay, that means it will be missing value. So once we have done that, the next step is we will be handling the missing value. So initially the data doesn't have missing value. Now what are we doing is we are replacing the invalid data with null. That means it will become empty. Then we are thinking that as missing value and we are going to handle that missing value with clean missing data component. So after cleaning the data, the next step is normalization. We are going to normalize the data because there is BMI function is available, insulin, skin thickness, everything. The range of the values will be different for each and everything. So to come to a normal format or to make it an average in a specified range, we are going to apply the normalization. As all the numeric values are, all the values are numeric, we can easily apply normalization on those columns. After performing the normalization, the next step is we are going to use the feature correlation. We are going to find the feature correlation. Now, is feature correlation required in the sense it is not required for executing the logistic regression. So here I'm just including this component to show you the correlation among the variables. Just to show you among the correlation. You must know what is the component that is useful for finding the correlation among the variables. And that's the only purpose I'm including this variable over here. With the help of this feature correlation, you can also identify the feature importance when you are going with the logistic regression or some other models. Okay. So after feature correlation, our next step will be splitting the data. And then from split data, we are going to use the train data model. And then for train data model, from split data, we will be using the data. The model which we are going to use is logistic regression. So after training, score model and evaluate model. So these are all the steps which we are going to perform for creation of the pipeline. Okay. So this is the steps which we have done previously for the linear regression also with little changes over here. Now for logistic regression, while we are configuring the model, that will be a little different. Similarly, we have additionally added feature correlation, all those things. Okay.
One
So
question.
if time per, yes.
When we profile the data, we understood that there was no missing data. And why are we
Yes.
doing clean missing data again?
Okay. So the reason is here what we are doing is there is invalid data.
Oh,
We
that we
noticed
made it to
invalid.
NAN.
Yes, we
Okay.
are making that as null and we are handling it.
Instead, we could have found the indexes and eliminated them then and there, right? Because we are writing a Python
Okay, so
script.
how many indexes you will find and eliminate it?
There is a way to find the indices with the 0 and exactly do a pandas data frame to, command to eliminate those indices, right?
Okay, elimination means are you meaning completely removing that rows?
Okay. So you are saying that your clean missing will be some other strategy.
Yes, see,
Got it.
if you look
You
at
can use a mean or something. Understood.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Suvir, what is your query?
Thank you for taking us through the steps. Question is for those who come from a non-technical background and do not know Python, is there a alternative route to navigate this pipeline?
Actually, no other way instead of replacing it. I have also checked for other components, but nothing is working properly.
Okay.
Like this case. So
Okay.
most probably these days, the AI, everything is available, so you can easily get the data. So for this particular thing, I will give the data. I will give the code right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So is the flow clear for everyone? What are we going to do? Is the flow clear for everyone? So first we are taking the data set, going to replace the invalid data with null. Then we are handling the missing values, apply normalization, and then feature correlation. This is also not required. Just to show you how to perform the feature correlation or to view the correlation matrix, I have just added it over here. Then split the data, train the model by applying logistic regression, score the model and evaluate model. Yes, Jen Sirani.
Yeah, Dr. Saraja, how do we know this data is invalid? What does that mean by invalid?
So the invalid data, in the glucose level and all, we have noticed 0 is available, right? So that's
if it
what
is
we
0?
mean by invalid. No, not 0 for all the cases.
Okay.
In pregnancies also 0 was there. That's a valid one. Okay, but glucose cannot be 0.
So in all the ways, we need to have some domain knowledge for
Expertise. Exactly. I agree with that. So when you are working with some data, most probably if company people are there also, there will be some domain experts for each and everything. So when you are looking at any other data also, domain expertise is required. Not completely, but to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yes, Prince.
Ma'am, basically this correlation stuff that we will be performing, it is for just to identify that what are the columns which are highly correlated and going to
Yes.
double the impact on the machine. So we'll be
Okay,
removing any of the column out of it.
Yeah. So during configuration, there is an option for removing that. But as for this experiment is concerned, I'm not going to remove it. But options are there. You can select the best important features that I will tell you what you have to do it for selection of best features, all those things.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so I hope that flow is clear for everyone. I'll be erasing this contents right now so that the other contents will be clearly visible. So the first step, as I said, is we are going to replace the 0 with null value. Okay. Now there is no direct module which is available for replacing that with a null value. So what are we going to do is we are going to write a simple Python script for that. Okay. So select the component. Under component, type execute Python script. So when you type execute over here, you will be able to see execute Python script, drag and drop it to the screen. Is my screen clearly visible? Do I have to maximize it?
It's visible.
Okay. Okay. So drag and drop it to the screen and then from the data output, establish a connection to the data set 1. So this is the module in which we are going to write the code. Okay. Now, double click on the Python script. So first I will show you what you have to do, and then I will share the code with you. Okay. So here, what you have to do is, in this particular place, at line number 7, we have to add import numpy as np. So numpy is a library, statistical library, which is available in Python. We are going to add that here. So import numpy as np. And then there will be contents available from 14 to 29. There will be certain contents available. So I'm going to remove all those things. So that means the line number 14, from line number 14 till 29. Line number 14 will be retained. Line number 29 will be retained. All the other details I will be removing. And this is the place where I'm going to add the exact code. Okay.
Dr. Sarojas,
yes.
sorry, can I see the screen because my lines are not aligned with yours. So I just want to look at the wording before I delete it.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'll share the code and I will come back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now in this place only, I'm going to add the contents. Yeah. So this is the code which is available. So I'm copy pasting the code also to you. So here we need to paste it, and then where is the chat box? Yeah. So in the chat box also, I'm pasting the contents.
Professor, can you go back to where you deleted? What line did you delete again? 15?
Yeah, sure. Sure. 1 minute. Okay. I think once I have saved it, once I have pasted it, it's not coming for me. It got configured. So from...
can you copy this code under the chat?
Yeah, I have pasted it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. So what you have to do is, this line, see at this line number 14. In every system, it will be line number 14 only, because I just use the execute Python script. So see here, line number 14. Leave the line as such. And then the last line, maybe probably 28 or 29 will be return data frame 1. So these two lines you have to retype in place of the rest of the line.
My line 14 is actually line 13.
Ma'am,
Okay, maybe because I have typed this import numpy as np, right?
can I have one suggestion here?
You have to keep the number 8 blank.
Ma'am, can I have one suggestion here?
Yes.
So ma'am, instead of putting it into a line, maybe you can remove everything and just copy the code which we need, because I think that will be easy for avoid the confusion, because there may be I'm on row number 7 and your row number 7 may be a different line, so it would be easy for remove everything and keep the code itself.
No, why I have not removed that is, most probably if any error, most of the errors will happen for people, those who are coming from different background in this particular place only. And if you remove it, sometimes if you didn't write it correctly, or if the configuration is not proper in the sense, it will keep on showing you error. So to avoid that only, I have just copy pasted this. Again, here also some errors may occur because of the indentation part, not because of the coding part. Because of the indentation part, it will happen. And that's the reason I'm saying along with the line numbers, all those things.
I think second line, then again, there will be an error because the column to fix will be an error.
Yes, that also I'll specify how to remove that error also. I'll discuss. That's why I have kept it as such.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So till
Can
here.
you show us one more time which lines to delete now that we are aligned?
Okay. So what I will do is, better I will remove this. Okay. So now see here, okay, maybe line number 13 for you, right? So everybody is having this, right? Line number 13 for you is definition Azure ML. And then the last line is 28. So I haven't configured anything as of now. Once I have just added the module, I'm just opening it up. Line number 13 to line number 28 is available, right? Now, in this particular place, in the middle, whatever is written is nothing but the comment statement. So what are we going to do is we are going to just remove it. Okay, so in place of this, we are going to copy the contents and paste it. So whatever I have shared in the chat box, type the same code here. Now till this point, is that clear?
My for some reason when I go to copy and paste it, the paste is just not doing it. It's not pasting. It just doesn't paste anything, and it just leaves it blank. So it looks like I would have to type all that in.
Okay, so more it don't show any
I don't know why.
message out there. Okay, so just copy paste will work over there. Maybe reload the page, the internet connection is proper or not, check it once and then reload the page and use the execute Python script one more time, it will work out.
Dr. Sarojit, there is a shortcut
Okay.
in the missing value, clean missing value, right?
Mhm.
There we can specify the invalid value as 0 instead of NA for the columns.
Okay, so actually in the clean missing value, the purpose of clean missing value itself is it will identify only the missing values. It won't identify the zeros at all.
It has a custom substitution option.
Custom substitution means wherever missing values is available, it will substitute that with 0. It will not search for 0. Did you get my point?
I am getting. Yeah, it is not the other way, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, Jansi.
So-
Madam.
Sorry, Sarojit madam, you are explaining something, this additional options. It would be also, you can show it in the screen because these are little blank for us. So do we need to consider these additional options?
Yes, for this case, you have to.
Yeah, this is I can understand, but sometime before you are talking, is that the other our expert? So replacing something. So do we need to do something here?
Yes, I'll explain the code first. I'll explain the code now.
Okay.
Okay. That's what
Yeah.
you're
Whenever
asking,
you
right?
do something, yes.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
they mentioned about replacement option. So whenever you are explaining something, so just show me that screen, then we can understand. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
okay. So is my screen shared for everyone? Is that visible?
Visible.
Yes, this is available. Only the coding we can see.
Okay. So that coding part, as of now, I have just copy pasted. Whether everybody has copy pasted this?
No,
No.
I'm still typing it in. Because I tried to type it to Google Docs and then paste it from Google Docs. It doesn't
Okay.
work. It's not allowing me to paste in using the unless there's another like I'm using my mouse with
Okay.
the
So
paste
most
function, and it just doesn't do it.
Yeah, do one thing. Just copy it to Notepad and then from Notepad, copy back here. So it takes a SharePoint link also on the back, and I don't know why. So if you copy this to a Notepad and from Notepad back again, copy into ML Studio.
Notepad.
Yeah, any. So if you're on Windows system, Notepad or any other.
No, I'm on Mac. I'm on Mac.
Okay, so I'm not sure like what will be the plain note editor.
Yeah, that's probably why. It's because it's a Mac. I don't know.
So
no. I'm also using Mac only. It won't show you any error. Better if you have Microsoft Word also is fine. In your system.
Dr. Sarojit, the issue what he faces is when the code is copied and pasted, right? It has a hyperlink to SharePoint of GGU.
Okay.
Might be Sarojit, madam, what you can do, you can also give this coding as the attachment in the portal. Then we can download it also.
Okay. But right now it will take a lot of time to do that.
I'm not the only one having this problem.
Yes.
I'll do one thing. I am posting this code in the WhatsApp group of ours so that you can easily pick it up.
Yeah, fine. That may work.
Jeff, if you're using macOS, please use Command C as copy and Command V as paste. That do the same thing in Windows. Please try it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I have pasted in the WhatsApp group.
Okay. Are you using this paste? I never used that paste, so I didn't remember that also. Command V only I used to use.
And Dr. Sarojit, one question. The columns to
it worked.
Oh,
perfect.
great.
Thank you.
Great, great. And
Thank you.
column to fix also should be indented, right, Dr. Saroja?
Yes, it needs to be indented.
Yeah.
Now, most often, okay, so another thing is, once you have pasted this, the next thing is you need to import the NumPy library. Watch the coding here, import NumPy as NP. Okay, so this statement also you have to add. That also I have posted in the chat box. Just copy and paste it or just type it. Both the things works. So this statement you have to add, and then these three statements you have to add. Now, what is the code doing? So in that code, what we have done is, we are able to see that under 5 columns, the values, invalid data is available. So those columns are glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, and BMI. So these 5 columns, we are explicitly giving at columns to fix. And then what are we doing is, for each and every column, for the first column, I need to replace 0 with null value. So this replace function is for replacing. So what is the existing value? The existing value is 0, and we are replacing that with null value. Okay, so that's the code. That's what is the code doing. So it is going to take one column, replace 0 from that, and make it as null. Similarly, it will take the second column, replace the 0 with null. Take the third column, replace the 0 with null. So this is what is the code approach. Now, Python is a language which is primarily based on indentation. Indentation in the sense spacing part. So if the spacing is not proper, it won't work out proper. Now, when it is coming to a function normally, so here, all the things must be indented. Indented in the sense spacing needs to be proper. So here at this line, the def, def and this columns both are on the same place, which is actually wrong. So what you can do easily is give a backspace, 2 backspaces, and make it reach to the previous line. And then click enter. So when you do that, automatically the indentation will be taken care of by the Python code itself. Okay, so previously it was at this place. Now it has been moved to the exact location. A little space is there, a tab kind of space is there, which is available. Okay, so this is the thing. Mainly you have to look at when you are typing Python code. For Python code, indentation is proper. How to ensure all the indentations are proper? So here, when you move your cursor near to the def function, so def is nothing but a function definition in Python. So when you move your cursor near to it, a little drop down, an arrow kind of thing will be available. Now click on that arrow, everything will be gone. That means all the other things are coming under the function. So that's what it says. Okay. So if you click on the down arrow and everything is going up in the sense, the function, the indentation is done properly. If not, the indentation is not proper. You have to click backspace, avoid the unnecessary spaces and remove it. Also, you can verify that with the help of this line. So at the near to D, a line will be available. So from that line, one tab space must be available for the columns. One tab space must be available for the columns, for the for, and then from for, one space must be available for this. So like this, you can also verify with the help of this line symbol as well. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to work it out when you are using Python. Yes.
I'm getting like two intonations, like not everything is falling under def, like I'm getting
Yeah.
one under
So
return.
for that case, one day I just wanted to show. Okay, so I'll stop sharing my screen. Can you share the screen? Because most often people will face this error. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Deepak.
I'm just gonna share it.
Indentation is nothing but spacing. Okay, it's not it is too much of some maximization is required. Zoom your screen.
Okay. Maximization.
No, page zooming. The 3 dots is available, right?
Zoom.
Yes, not here. On top, your browser zoom level. Increase your browser zoom level.
Better now?
Okay, fine. Now it is clearly visible. Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
so
can see one here and one here. So you're saying, how do
yeah,
I fix?
so just place your cursor before columns.
Okay.
Place your, yes, give a backspace,
Okay.
another backspace, one more. Okay, now give an enter.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah.
now it reached correctly. Again, the for is not proper. Can you again re-ensure by closing it in def function? Just place your cursor before def.
Okay.
Okay, so that means this line is also not properly formatted. Remove the line number 17.
Remove it.
Yes, that's just a comment statement. You can simply remove it.
Okay.
Okay, place your cursor before for,
Okay.
backspace, backspace, backspace. Completely give backspace until it reaches the previous line.
Okay.
Again, backspace.
Okay.
Okay, now click on enter.
Okay.
Okay, similarly, the data frame is there, right?
Okay.
Give
Back.
backspace, complete backspace, enter. Okay, fine, correct. Now check with the def function.
There's one here. Okay.
That is for, that's for def. Okay, so now it will work correctly, right? So most often the spacing issues will be there when you are working with Python script. If you know the code, this will not be an issue. If you don't know the code, just ensure the spacing is properly aligned. So if you are just confused with that in the sense, check with the down arrow. If everything is together in the sense, it will close properly. Otherwise, you need to go back, remove all the spaces until it reaches the previous line and click on enter to the next line so that it will be properly aligned. Yes, Atif, what's your
So
issue?
I just followed the same steps, but I'm still not clearing everything when I hit the def function.
Okay, so Deepak, can you stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'll stop. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody please ensure this particular step is proper, because most often if the code is not proper in the sense during execution, during the pipeline execution, it will stop in that place itself. It will show you the error. Again, you have to correct the same error, then only it will run it properly. So ensure this indentation is proper right now. Atif, can you share your screen?
Yes.
Ma'am, can we so basically again if we have any ML model is there on our machine, can we copy it and ask the model to generate this code properly and send me back? I can utilize the same code here because that will be easy to get it done quickly for everyone.
Okay,
If we,
so did you mean the code to be
yeah,
written?
ChatGPT is there and Pilot are there. So maybe people can utilize that straight away, and maybe you can just copy this code into the chat. People take it and get
The
the proper
problem is when you are copying and pasting it from the chat GPT also, sometimes when we are pasting it, it won't paste it the exact way what we wanted. So if it is pasting it correctly, then it is fine. Okay, so that is why we are looking at this indentation issue.
Okay.
Okay, so now for you also the same. Okay, return statements. Return statement is not proper. We need to give a space over here.
So I just
Give a tab. Yeah, fine. Similarly, the data frame line number 17. Place your
so
cursor
give it
exactly just before D.
sorry, do what before D?
Just before D. Yeah, now backspace. Completely remove it. Give completely backspace until it reaches the previous line. Now enter. Okay, now it will work out correctly.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so now hopefully everybody might have completed this part. So what's our next step? What is our next step? So
Clean
our
missing
next step is to
Clean
clean
missing.
the data. Okay, so right now we have replaced the invalid data with the null. So the next step is clean missing data. So what is the module that we have to use for clean missing data?
Professor, how do we see whether this data has been replaced with the
During execution only, you will be able to see that. Until the pipeline starts execution, you will not be able to see the results. Once the
Okay.
pipeline got executed, you will be able to see the results.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to make sure like the script is pasted
Okay.
properly.
So the only thing is right now itself, you can configure and submit the pipeline so that only these two steps alone will get executed. And if it is executing, it will work correctly. So that's the only way which we can ensure this pipeline is executing properly.
Understood. Okay. Fair.
Okay. So our next step is we are going to clean the missing data. So for cleaning the missing data, type clean here and then drag and drop the clean missing data.
Professor, I don't want to slow you down, but some of us, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I haven't got the execute Python script. I will leave it and continue, but I'll have to come back to it when we go to test the pipeline. I don't have the script copied over from the chat. I had to switch devices because I find it hard to switch between Teams and Python as we're working. So I'm listening to you on one device and working on another. And so getting the script over was a challenge, right? So if you
Okay,
can put
so
it into chat again,
yeah.
I'll work on it as you're continuing. Thank you.
Are you on a Mac?
No, I'm not. I'm listening on a Mac and working on a HP.
Okay.
Yeah, listening on an iPad.
Okay. So now I hope Leon, I have copy pasted it in the chat box right now. Again, the entire code I have copy pasted. Can you check it out?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay. So in the clean missing data, the first step is we have to configure it. So establish the connection from the original data set to the clean missing data. Okay, why we are doing it? So purely for configuration purposes. So during the pipeline execution, the data will be available from original data to here, and then you can make a connection. But for configuration, while designing the pipeline, the data will not be available. So that's the reason we are establishing connection from the original data set only for configuration purposes. Okay. So double click on clean missing data. Now, the first step is columns to be cleaned. So click on the edit column and then the by name will be enabled. So click on the by name. Whatever the features which we have missing values right now.
Glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin,
Glucose,
BMI.
blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin, and BMI. So these 5 fields, right now we have missing values. Select the 5 fields and click on save. Okay. So I'm repeating it again. Click on edit column. Under clean missing data, click on edit column. And then here, click on by name. So once you click on by name, all the columns which is available with the data set will be visible. We have to select the columns where we have the missing values. So right now we have missing values in 5 columns. One is glucose, second one is blood pressure, third one is skin thickness, fourth one is insulin, and the fifth one is BMI. Select these 5 columns alone and then click on save. Have you all selected these 5 columns?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So after you have selected it, click on save. Now the columns will be available over here. The next step is cleaning mode. What type of cleaning are we going to perform? So as it is a numerical data, it's better to go with replace with median. Don't go with replace with the mean. The reason is mean is highly influenced by outliers. So don't go with replace with the mean. Instead, go with replace with the median. So just specify replace with the median over here and then leave the other things as such. So what are all the modifications that you have to?
One question, Dr. Saroja, like we
Yes.
say that median will not be influenced by, the outliers.
Yes.
Now, suppose
Hmm.
if this data has lots of zeros, lots of missing values, right? In that case, replace with median will replace everything with zero, right?
No, because lots of zeros in the sense right now we have made it as missing value. It will consider the remaining values.
Okay. Except for this one. Okay.
Except the missing values, whatever the values are available, it will take that and take the median of that.
Got it.
Okay. So now the cleaning mode. So whatever the things that we have done here, one is columns to be cleaned. Another one is how are we going to replace the missing values? Cleaning mode. So these two steps you have to specify here and then close it out. Hopefully everybody have done till this part, I hope, right? So once you have done that, close this. Now clean missing data configuration is over. So remove the connection from the original data set and then establish the connection from the resulting data set of Python script to the clean missing data. So now what we have done from the data set, we executed Python script to replace zeros. Then we handle the missing values. So these steps are over. So what is the next step that we have to do? What is the next
Normalization.
Normalization. So for normalization, what is a module that is required? Search for normalize module. So when you search for normalize module, it will be available over here. Drag and drop the normalize module. Okay. Similarly, for configuration purpose, establish the connection from the original data set to the normalized data. So what we have to do? Normalize data module, take it and keep it over here. Establish the connection from the original data set to the normalized data. Then double click on the normalized data module for configuration. So here the transformation method. How are we going to perform the transformation? So here I'm going to select the min-max normalization. There are multiple methods available. When you go for Z-score normalization, it will give the Z negative values also. But in medical data, particularly with the glucose, all those things, negative values are not accepted. So that's the reason we are going with the min-max normalization. When you are performing min-max normalization, your values will be limited in the range of 0 to 1 most probably. Okay, so that is the reason we are going with min-max normalization. And then columns to transform. So what are all the columns I'm going to transform? Apply the transformation. So click on edit column. Click on edit column. And then here by name. Select by name. So what are all the columns that we have to add is add all the columns except the outcome. So outcome is nothing but the dependent variable. So leave that one. Apart from that, you need to add everything else. So add the 8 columns for normalization and leave this outcome. Yes, Prince.
When we decide the what kind of normalization I'm going to put in, you selected mix and min and max. Why not Z score? I remember in last class you mentioned that it actually brings the data between -3 to 2. So that's why we generally we do. I think I forgot the reason why we didn't apply Z score on that day, but why Z score not today as well?
Okay, so for this data set, if the glucose level is given as negative, will you agree with that point? Prince, am I audible?
Yes.
So glucose level or BMI or all the other variables, whichever is available for this particular data set, cannot be negative. Am I right?
Cannot.
Yeah. So when you are applying Z-score, there is a possibility that the value may range from -3 to +3. If it is from -3 to +3, it's a valid data. Otherwise, if it is going beyond +3 or less than -3 in the sense, it is an outlier. So that's how the Z-score method will work. So when you are applying the Z-score, there is a high possibility that the value can be negative as well, which is not accepted for this particular data. Is that clear?
Yes.
That is the primary reason we are going for min-max normalization here.
So in most of the cases, we should utilize min and max, or is it something that first we need to look at our data and find out whether we should go min and max or zero, depending on the context of the data in which.
Depending upon the context of the data only, you have to decide. So in some places, the negative values are accepted. So like stock prices and all, if it is
Yeah.
negative also, it is accepted. So in
Exactly.
that case, the Z-score can be useful.
Yes.
So
See, basically,
based on whatever the methods that you are selecting, every method will be based on the data. So that's why the data understanding part is highly important. Okay.
yes. I asked this question because mostly I apply Z-score while dealing with the finance data. So that's why this question came to me, because this is the first time that I'm made that data.
Okay, here and there, your voice is also breaking for me. So I hope you understood the context right now,
Yes,
right?
I got it. I got it.
Fine. Okay, so I hope everybody has selected the columns over here. So for normalization, don't select the dependent variable because it is our outcome variable. We should not normalize it. It must be original data only. So leave it. Rest of the all 8 columns you have to select for normalization. Okay, and then click on save. So the columns to transform will be available over here. And then the transformation method is min-max method, which we have done. So these are all the 2 changes which we have done for normalized data. And then close it out. Is it clear till here? Is it clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Okay, now remove this connection and add the normalized data over here and establish the connection from the previous module. Okay, is it clear till here? So our next step is we are going to apply the feature correlation. So the feature correlation is nothing but correlation matrix. So for finding the feature correlation, there is a method, there is a module called filter-based feature selection. So to identify the correlation matrix, you can use filter-based feature selection. So type filter in the component bar, in the search bar. So it will give you filter-based feature selection. Drag and drop it over here. So this is for mainly for the feature correlation, to identify the feature correlation. Now drag and drop give the original data as input for it. Okay. So this part is right now new for us. Listen to it carefully. So double click the filter based feature selection. Now look over here. So what are all the things that is available over here is, one is the target column. The second one is the feature scoring method. And you will be having number of desired features and operate on features columns only. Okay. So now let's start with the feature scoring method. So feature scoring method in the sense, what type of correlation formula are you planning to apply? So Microsoft Azure supports Pearson correlation as well as chi-square correlation. So right now we are going with Pearson correlation method. That is a widely used. That's the reason we are going with that. And then target column. So what is our target column? So under target column, click on edit column and then select our target column. So here column names will be available. When you place your cursor over here, all the columns will be available. Now out of that, which is our target column? Our target column is nothing but outcome. So select the outcome column and click on save. So under target column, select the outcome and click on save. Everybody reach till this particular place. So feature scoring and then target column. 2 things are over.
Yes.
Yes. So the next thing is number of desired features. Now this is the important thing. Now if you just check with the information of this particular feature, what is it showing? Specify the number of features to output in results. What it will do is, if you are specifying 6 over here, how many columns are available in our data set, leaving the target column?
8.
8.
8 is available. Out of that 8, the top 6, which is having the maximum correlation, it will rank it. So it will select the 6 features over here. Okay. Now, if you specify 5 here in the sense, top 5 will be available. based on the correlation values, it will take the top 5. So here at this is how you can filter the features over here based on the feature importance part. So right now I'm just making it as 8. The purpose of making it as 8 is to show you the correlation values. What is the correlation value? So if I'm giving only 6, in the output I will be able to see only the 6 features which is having the correlation values. Just to show you what is the correlation for each and every feature, I'm just making it as 8. Is it clear at this point?
So, Professor, this is going to independently show the correlation against each of the variables to the dependent variable, or
Yes,
is it?
yes. In the output, we can view that. While executing the pipeline, we can view that.
But it doesn't show the overlap on correlation. If these are interacting with each other, then it doesn't show that.
No.
Okay.
This is helpful for feature importance.
So it's independently comparing that variable and correlation with the dependent variable and showing the, yeah, okay.
Any queries here? So because this is the first time we are working with filter-based feature correlation, all the other things we have seen that already. So please be clear in mind. Feature scoring method, we need to select. You can go with any one method. As Pearson correlation is widely used, we are selecting that. Target column is our output variable. And then number of desired features, you can specify less than 8 also, because we have only 8 features. You can specify that. Just to show you the feature correlation values, I'm making it as 8. You can select 7 or 6 or 5 also. Even if you give 1 also, it's going to take the value and give you the result. But as of now, make it as 8 just to view the results. Okay. So after configuring it, as usual, remove this connection and then add it over here after the normalized data. Now, is it clear till here?
Yes.
Okay. So our next step is we have to, all our pre-processing, everything is over at this steps itself. So what is our next step?
Split data.
Split data. So search for split data module. Add the split data here. So the split which I'm going to work with right now is 80-20. So training will be 80% of the data and the testing will be 20% of the data. So double click on the split data module and then in the fraction of rows, specify it as 0.8. Okay, make it as 0.8. So which means 80% will be there for training and 20% will be there for testing. Okay, so after that, in the random seed, specify any value. Specify a value. Okay, I'm just giving the random seed value was 55. You can give any random seed value, you need not to be 55, but a constant value you have to give. So these are all the 2 things which we have to specify it over here. The purpose of random seed is every time it ensures the same data is taken for training, the same data is, the split is proper. Okay, so to ensure that only we are using this random seed. Now, after the split data module, the next step is we are going to add the train data.
Dr. Saranja, should we not apply stratified sampling?
No, not required.
Then the random can kill it, right?
This one?
When I'm doing a random,
okay,
it may choose randomly one class heavily and it can cause a model bias, right?
Yeah, so that we have to look at after the complete execution and we have to look at that part and then we have to adjust it accordingly.
Okay. And another question. So we have ranked based on the Pearson correlation and then we are taking it.
Yes.
And right now we have given 8. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's why I told. So you can give less than that also. Why I have given 8 is to show you what is the correlation value.
Okay. But another thing is, if 2 of the variables are mutually correlated with each other, two of the predictors. In that case, we have to eliminate them, right? Will feature selection eliminate that?
No, we have not done that part. So that feature selection, that filter-based feature selection works only, it will check for the correlation with the output variable only.
But
Not
if
with
there is a, if there's
not
a
with the each and every variable.
yeah, but if there is a proxy, then we will get stuck, right?
Yes, obviously. So
Okay.
that cannot be addressed clearly here. We need to remove that in some other way.
Sure.
Or if we see that two variables are having the same correlation, then we can check for that particular correlation by writing a simple Python script again.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay. So now split data is over. The next module is train model. So drag and drop the train model. Again, for train model configuration, establish the connection from the original data set. Now in the train model, the only configuration that is required is we need to find out the label column. So drag and drop the data set to here and then double click on the train model and specify label column. So here, click on edit column. Click on edit column, place your cursor over here. It will specify the list of columns. Out of that, select the outcome. So this is nothing but our output variable. Okay, so select the outcome and then click on save. And model explanations, if you want explanation in the sense, specify it as true. So what it will do is, if you make it as true in the sense, it will be showing you how the model is working. So the explanation will be given, but till now I haven't exactly seen that. So specify the model explanation is true. Or if you don't want it, you can leave it as such also. So the only major configuration that is required is in the label column, you need to specify it as outcome. Okay. Now, once the training model configuration is over.
Can you just hang on just for 5 seconds? Okay, I didn't see that you used the original data set.
Yeah, the original data set you need to.
No, I just wanted to see that. And that goes to the data set.
So from the original data set connected to the second input.
And then use the outcome.
Yeah.
And you said model explanation set to true. Why?
Yes. We can see the explanation, how the model is working. So that explanation will also be available just to view that we are making it as true.
Okay.
Okay. Now close this out and then remove this connection. Drag the train model after the split data. So establish the connection from the split data to the data set. So this output is nothing but the training data. So from the training data set, we are connecting the input to the data set of train model. The next thing is algorithm. So here our untrained model is available. So what is the algorithm that we are going to use? So as I said earlier, we are going to use the logistic regression. Okay. So here search for logistic regression. So when you search for logistic regression, you will be getting two logistic regressions. One is two-class logistic regression and another one is multi-class logistic regression. So two-class logistic regression in the sense, the outcome variable must be of two values only. Two classes must be available. And multi-class means multiple classes. As per our data set, the outcome variable consists of either 0 or 1. That means it's a two-class data, right? Either the person will have diabetes or no diabetes. Only two classes are there. So select the two-class logistic algorithm and keep it over here. Now, establish the connection from here to here. Okay, so what we have done in the split data, we have splitted the data. The train data needs to be connected to the train model. Similarly, take the model and connect it over here. Okay, so till here, have you done the configuration?
No.
Yes. So establish the complete the configuration. Then I will start with explaining two-class logistic regression. Ensure everybody has completed till this part.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'll start with two-class logistic regression. So double click on the two-class logistic regression. So here if you see, there will be multiple options which is available. So create trainer mode, optimization tolerance, and L2 regularization weight. Okay, so three things will be available, and then random number seed will be available. So this random number seed, if you leave empty also is fine. Otherwise, ensure the same random seed which you have given for the split data.
So,
Which
Doctor,
was
this really matters for making the random seed
So
the same.
yes,
This really matters for making the seeds the same.
yes. Yes, the reason is again reproducibility. The
Okay.
train
But
data.
what will be the impact of having a seed in logistic regression?
Logistic
Because
regression. Actually,
then
it won't affect much, but just we are reassuring it is not affecting us. That's it.
because when it comes to linear regression, we intentionally left it without a seed, right?
Yes, yes. Because in the model, random number seed is of no use. Only in the splitting, the random number seed will be useful.
Yeah, here
even
also it's only a model, right?
yes, you don't have to give it. That's why I said you can leave it as empty, and
Okay.
still if you want to give that give some number in the sense, don't give a different number. Instead, give the same number whichever you have used for split data.
Okay, that is something like in the coding, like have a rand init value or something like that, sir.
Yes.
Which can be used out.
Yes. Okay. Now,
one question, Dr. Sarajap. Do we have a environment variable concept here where we can declare few variables like a rand init value and which can be reused as a variable in every place?
No.
Right, because many of the no code tools used to have such kind of environment variables which can be declared on the backend, right?
Okay, but I don't think that here that option is available.
Okay, thanks.
Because each and every module works separately. It's not together. Okay, so it expects the values to be given independently.
Excuse me, what is the difference between the two-class logistic regression and the multi-class logistic regression?
Okay, so if your output consists of only two classes in the sense, then you have to go with two-class logistic regression. Suppose if it is consisting of multiple classes, let us assume that disease prediction based on the symptoms, I'm just predicting whether it is a viral fever or it is a normal fever or is it typhoid or is it something else. 4 categories I'm keeping in the sense. Now, how many outputs can be predicted? 4 outcomes will be there, right? 4 classes will be there. So in that case, it will come under multi-class logistic regression. Now for our data set, we have only 2 options. One is no diabetes, another one is diabetes. So only 2 classes are there. So that's the reason we are selecting 2-class logistic regression.
Okay, thank you. Clear, thank you.
Okay. Now, when we are working with the configurations, how to configure this 2-class logistic regression. So first we will look at the create trainer mode. So under trainer mode, you will have 2 options. One is single parameter, another one is parameter range. So what is the use of the single parameter? What is the use of this parameter range is, both the things are going to use the logistic regression only. Okay, now let's just check with single parameter, and I'm just replacing that with parameter range. See what is the difference that is happening. Single parameter, only one optimization tolerance value will be there, and only one L2 regularization weight value will be given. Now, when you go for parameter range, 2 optimization tolerance value. That means multiple values are given for optimization tolerance. Similarly, multiple values are given for L2 regularization weight. So when this will be useful is, suppose if you have executed the model, while executing, you are trying to fine tune the model. Then you are going with parameter range. So when you are fine tuning the model, what it will do is, first it will take the optimization tolerance as this level, and then it will check for all the regularization weight. Similarly, it will check for this optimization value and then check for all the regularization weight and will give you which is best. Will you give you the What is that? Recall values, precision and accuracy values for each and every optimization as well as the regularization weight. So from here, what you can do is you can understand the optimization tolerance and regularization values for the multiple values, how your for different kinds of values, how your model is working. So that is the thing you can get when you are working with parameter range. And another important thing is when you are working with parameter range, as it is going to work with multiple values, you need to use the fine-tuned hyperparameters. Fine-tuning is there. Tuned hyperparameter module is there. So that module needs to be used so that it will adjust the value and select the best model. Okay. Now, when you are going with single parameter, we are saying only one value. We are giving one optimization tolerance, one regularization weight. So this value will be taken as such and then will be used for logistic regression adjustments. So the L2 regularization weight means it's for overfitting. Optimization tolerance, it will specify for which optimization. For this logistic regression, it will use LBFGS optimizer. So for that optimization, optimizer, what is the exact tolerance value that will be specified over here? Okay, single parameter means only one value we are giving. Parameter range means a set of values is given and we can take the best out of it. So simple terms, if you want to say in that case, in the sense, single is one, parameter range means multiple values. Are you clear with this configuration part?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not sure whether if I misunderstood.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay. How will you prove your model is working best? Yes, Peter.
I just want to check whether I understand correctly. When the parameter range, does it have anything to do with severity
Anything to do
of
with?
the, let's say if you have yes or no conditions, like diabetic or not diabetic, but
Yes.
if you wanted to have something more like severity, then you can choose the parameter range. Am I correct?
Not only that, similarly, see this L2 regularization, all these things are for overfitting all those concepts, right? So by default, if you use single parameter, it will keep 1.0. That means only one value will be used. Now I want to check with 1.0 values. And similarly, I want to check for another regularization values. So like that, if you want to check with multiple regularization values and multiple optimization tolerance values, the parameter range will be helpful. Okay, why we have to check with multiple values? Why can't we use a single value in the sense? Most often, how will you claim your model as best? You will not run a single algorithm and show that it is best. So for the same algorithm itself, you need to adjust the threshold values. You have to adjust the regularization values to improve your recall or to improve your accuracy. Okay, that's what we mean by fine tuning. And when you are fine tuning, you will try with multiple options. That is possible with the help of parameter range. Is that clear now? Yes, Rio.
Yeah, so would it be a good practice to start off with a single parameter
Yes.
and then to find out the output before we rerun it with a parameter range in order to choose the correct optimization tolerance to fine tune it? Is that
Yes.
the correct approach?
Yes, that's the correct way to go with.
Thank you.
See, when the first time when you are working with it, most often you will use with single parameter. When you got familiarized to this platform, instead of using the train model, there is one more model called fine-tune model. It will automatically fine-tune the hyperparameters by rerunning it again and again. So that model you will be using and then you can execute it. That depends upon your expertise in this particular pipeline creation. Okay, so to start with, it's better to go with single parameter only. Okay. Now, did you understood what is meant by single parameter, what is meant by parameter range, all those things? Yes, Prince.
Well, because currently we have a very less number of features. That's why single parameter works very well because we have a less features. But in case if I'm having a huge number of features, in that case, going and optimizing and making sure that my first coefficient is fine, then I will be going to the second, third. This way, do you think it will take a lot of time and compute resources?
Yeah. So why we are starting with single parameter is to have a basic understanding. Okay, so now even if you are working with any complex data set or anything also, what you will do is, first step is you will have the basic understanding of what is happening. So only then you will be able to fine tune the model. Am I right? And that is why we are starting with single parameter.
Yeah.
So if you are very much confident in this components or creation of all these things, I know the data set very well. So I know how it works. All those things are clear in the sense you can directly go with fine tuning. Nothing wrong with that.
Dr. Saroja, I think Prince's question is something else. May I try to answer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Prince, I believe this is for hyperparameter tuning, not for the predictor parameter tuning.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I remember in last class when Rajan sir was explaining this. So he was, taking each and every coefficient and then bringing that we need to make sure that our weights across each column should be in a particular range, which gives us the correct results, so that, or which can help us optimize and make sure that our model is working as expected, because there are certain domain where we cannot uh, rely on the accuracy of the model. There are confusion metrics which allow us to identify whether how much precision I need to make sure that my model accurately identifying the situation. So that's where this question came from me, from the back of
Got
my.
it. And here, this is almost equivalent to grid search CV or a random search that way. So like we are giving a range of parameter among which we want to inspect the model performance.
Okay, perfect. Got it.
Again, when you are viewing the results also, even if you apply parameter range, for each and every value, it is going to show you accuracy, recall, as well as precision. So depending upon that also, you can select which is best for you. If you want recall, what is the value which is giving maximum recall, you can select from that.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay. So that's it with the model selection. So after this, after the trained model, the next step is we have to go with the score model. Type the score model and bring that in. So for the score model, give the trained model to the first input and give the test data from the split data component to the second input. So this is with respect to score model. And the last one is evaluate model. Now for evaluate model, drag and drop the evaluate model here. From the score data set, give it to the evaluate model. Okay, so that's it with the pipeline creation part. So we just started with the data set. We used one Python script for replacing the zero value and then clean missing data for cleaning that one. Normalized data for bringing all those things in a common range. Filter-based feature selection for correlation. Even without this also, the code is going to work correctly only. And then split data is for splitting the data into train and test. And then in the trained model, the training data as well as the model needs to be given as input. After that, in the score model, the trained model and the test data needs to be given as input and then evaluate model. So the pipeline design is over as of now. Whether everybody has done till this part?
No. And maybe during break, we can hang back and I can clean up the parts that are not caught up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if you have done that till this particular part, we will just start the execution and we can take the break so that it will execute it when we come back. It might have executed when we come back. Okay. So how to execute the pipeline?
Config and submit.
Configure and submit. So once the pipeline creation is over, click on configure and submit. So here in the basics tab, give the name of the experiment. experiment. Okay. Okay, I think there is some instability in my network. So create new and then give the name of the experiment. Click on next. And then in the second part, no need of giving anything. Next, you need to create a compute instance. Under select compute type, click on compute instance. And then here select Azure ML compute instance. Under that part, click on create Azure ML compute instance. And select. As it is small data set, you can select the one which is having the minimum cost. And then click on preview plus create. So suppose if you want to view the all options. So basically it will view, if you see here under virtual machine size, it will show you only select from recommended options. Now you can also go with select from all the options. So where you will be able to see what are all the options that are available. Multiple virtual machines will be available. So all those things will be visible over here. By default, it will show you only 4 or 5, whichever is frequently available for testing. Okay. So under select from recommended options, you will be able to see the available things. Select the one which is having the minimum cost. As our data set is so small, click on review plus create and then click on create.
Can you go back to your
Yeah, click.
the model, the pipeline view?
Okay. This one. This is what you made?
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, my instance will be moving from creating state to running state. It will take a little bit of time. Okay. So once the pipeline is done, click on configure and submit, give the basic step, complete the basic step, complete input and outputs. No need of doing anything over here. And in the settings, select the compute instance. And after creating the compute instance, your instance will be in creating state initially. It needs to move from creation state to running state. Till that time, please wait. Only it moves to running state, your virtual machine is available for execution. Okay, so it will take a couple of minutes, sometimes 1 or 2 minutes, sometimes more than that also it will take. So whether everybody has reached till this particular part?
No, I still need to see that data, the
Okay.
pipeline.
Yeah. Is it clear till here or do I have to scroll up?
No, just give me another 20 seconds.
Okay, fine. Once you have completed that, let me know.
Yes.
I have a error. It says, please select default compute to run a pipeline.
Okay, because until the pipeline is in creating state, you will be facing that issue. Okay. So wait until the virtual machine moves from creating state to running state.
Okay.
After that, if you have selected, the error will be gone.
Yeah, so I've done setting up the pipeline. Now
Okay.
the score model and the evaluate settings model. Score model settings again.
Okay, so for score model, add no need of configuring anything in the score model and all. Just leave it as such. We need to establish the connection setup. Even for evaluate model, the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Configure and submit.
Yes. Configure and submit. So in the basics tab, click on create new and then next. Click on create new and then give the name of the experiment and then next and then just give next. So in the third tab, in the runtime settings, select compute instance. And now the compute instance which I have started is moved to running stage. So once it moved to running state, you will be able to see the green color circle over here. So click on that, click on the instance and then
Okay,
Click
I'm
on-
clicking, yeah, compute instance.
Yes. So initially you
Uh,
have to create Azure ML compute instance.
Yeah, you'll have to wait, Jeff, until it turns color.
It will take some time.
Okay, and there's, we have to put anything into compute name.
By default, it will automatically come. Whatever is the name of your pipeline or your username, GG username will be there, right? By default, it will come. And then you can select anyone from here and then click on review plus create, followed by create.
I'm in there, but it's not,
Mhm.
there's nothing in compute name, and
Okay,
those buttons are,
in that case, give a name. No issues. Give a name. If nothing is available in the compute name, give one name.
confirm. I don't know why it's saying you have unsaved test.
Okay, just give me a second.
know.
I'll start the execution and then you can share your screen. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So select the compute instance and then click on review plus submit, followed by submit. Okay. Now it will, the job is being submitted. And then here you need to wait until view details is visible. So once view details is visible over here on the green color tab, green color ribbon kind of thing, click on the view details. It will start executing the pipeline. Okay, so I hope everybody has reached till this particular part. Let it execute. Meanwhile, you can have a break and come back after 10 minutes. Yes, Kuyan. You
Can
have
I share my screen at some point?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Jeff, you can share your screen. Meanwhile, Kuyan, what is your query? Okay, so compute name cannot be this same name as what it says is already the name is existing. Give some other name. Like test 1, 2,
I can't
3.
even, what's happening is I can't even, I can't even get in that. You see what I'm doing? I can't get in.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay, just close this. Close this. No, don't click on back. Close this. Yes, click on leave. Okay. So now again select compute instance and create Azure ML compute instance. Create Azure ML compute instance. Okay, wait until it gets loaded. Don't do anything.
Okay, I clicked on compute name. Maybe I should go back.
No, don't do anything over now. As of now, just select the machine from down, whichever machine that you wanted. Okay, now click on the compute
I
name.
wait.
Okay.
Okay.
So type any name right now. VM1. Okay, now click on review plus create.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Now click on create. So there was a name conflict with the test. That's why it was showing you the error, nothing else. So it has to move from create state to running stage. Again, click on the drop down of select a compute instance. Select a compute instance. Not that one, second one. Second one. Yeah, click on the drop down. Right now, your virtual machine is in creating state. It needs to move to running state. Once it moves to running state, select that and click on review plus submit. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Professor, it's Leon. I'd certainly like to share my screen when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff, you can stop sharing the screen. Yes, Leon, you can share your screen now.
Okay, just give me 1 second, thanks. And find my pipeline. Share. Okay, so I want to go, so I followed all of your steps. I have everything laid out, but after execute Python is where I ran into the problem. And
Okay.
so I
think
don't
you
have,
have wrongly removed the def code also. So it's not an exact code. Again, I'm pasting the same code in the chat box. Please copy
okay,
paste
viewpoint.
it.
Okay, let me, I'll go to the chat. I don't see the chat. I don't see the data there yet.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? Okay, here it is. Okay. Copy. And then I will go back to my here and from what line?
From line number 13.
After
From line number 13.
13?
Remove everything.
Paste.
No. Yeah. Fine. Fine with that.
Okay.
Just remove
Now,
the
do I
C.
have to change?
Wait.
You change some numbers. Do I have to change numbers in here?
Wait a minute. In line number 13, when you are pasting it, what you have done is you haven't removed the first character. Remove the C.
Okay, I see it. Yeah.
Remove it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, just place your cursor before DEF.
Before DEF?
Yeah. When you move your cursor, okay, automatically. Okay. Now expand it. I hope it works correctly, but the space is actually wrong. Okay. Just place your cursor before columns in line number 14.
Okay.
Give
Yes.
a backspace. Okay. Move back. Again, one more backspace.
One more?
One more backspace. Enter.
Okay.
Similarly, for also.
For which one? 16?
16th line, remove it. Remove it completely.
15.
No, line
How
number
do you
16.
remove?
16. 1 6.
Okay, just take that one
Remove.
out altogether.
Yes, remove it.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
17th line, place a cursor before for, backspace, complete backspace until it reaches line number 14. One more backspace. Now enter.
Enter.
Yes. Similarly,
Same thing
line number,
with
yes. Enter. Same thing with return also. Return, just one backspace is sufficient. Yeah, enough. So that's it. You can save this. The code part is over.
Okay, so where do I save? I just exit.
Yeah, you just close it. That's it.
Close. Okay. And now under clean missing data, connect. So I need to. Okay.
Have you configured that?
No, I'm configured up until.
Filter-based feature selection. Okay. So that means
I
normalized
think
data.
I normalized, so I'm configured there. I'm configured here. So it's just
No, normalized data is not configured.
okay.
It's
So
showing a
it's
red mark, right?
yeah, correct. So all the rest are configured as just clean missing data.
Okay,
and
so what I will
normalized.
do is I'll share you the screen right now. So I will show you. I think clean missing data you have completed. Only thing is under cleaning mode, go to the cleaning mode. Fourth one.
Yeah.
Specify
here.
that with replace with the median.
Median. Okay.
Yes.
That's it.
So yes,
okay.
that's it with the clean missing data and connect it to
Now-
the Python script. For normalized data alone, I will share you the configuration details. Connect the normalized data from the original data set, configure it. I'll share you the screen so that it will be easy for you to see the number of columns. Or just connect it, I'll say.
Okay, so you connect from the original. And
Double click on
then
it. Okay,
Yep.
the transformation method is min-max.
Min-max.
Click on the drop
Okay.
down, select the min-max,
Min-max.
and then click on columns to transform. Edit column, by
By
name,
name.
add all,
Add all.
and then remove the outcome. Last
Uh,
one, last one.
Yep. Just 1 second.
Yes,
Out.
save.
Save.
That's it.
And exit, and then remove the.
Remove the connection. Okay, so
And
establish the
and-
connection from clean missing data.
And so just connect to clean data.
And then now you can
Yeah.
configure and submit. I think other details you have already completed.
Yeah, I can just quickly filter true 8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Split.
This is fine.
Yep, everything. Yeah, because you're not seeing the error. Okay. Configure and submit. New name. And review and submit. Runtime settings.
Under runtime settings, you need to select the
Oh, I
click
have
on
to go
runtime
back.
setting. Yes, you have to create
Yes, I have to
select compute instance.
compute instance.
I'm stuck there
Sorry
too.
about that. Yeah, you got
I'm
to
stuck at
select
runtime.
compute.
Okay, just a second. Watch here. So click on select compute instance and then create Azure ML compute instance.
Compute instance, and then click and
Create.
correct.
Yes.
And then select standard. That name is fine.
Review and
and
create.
create.
Yes. Create.
And then create.
Okay. Now it will take a little time for moving from creation state to running stage. Click on the drop down for select a compute instance. Right now it is in creating state. It will take time for you to move from creating to running. Okay.
Okay, I'll
Dr.
be fine
Saroja.
here until
Yes.
after break. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm just stuck still with the compute name now. Like I had a runtime error, so I went
Okay.
back and selected and I'm just now still waiting for the compute name to fill.
Can you share your screen now?
Yes.
You need to give a compute name. Give some other name. Previously we have given VM1, right?
Yeah.
Now give it as VM2 or VM3. Click on review plus create. No need of going to next and all. Just click on review plus create. Create. Yes.
I didn't see that one before.
Okay. Now click on the
Now
drop
it's
down. Yes, click on the drop down. Yes, your VM1 is
VM1
running.
says still running.
Yes, it is
Yeah.
running. It must be in running state only. Just click on that. You need to click on that. That's it.
And then review and submit.
Yes, you don't have to create VM3 also. We have created that. No issues. We can stop it. Click on submit.
Oops. Sorry.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now it will start its execution. So meanwhile, I'll quickly take a break of 5 minutes and come back. Okay.
Okay. I'm on a class, babe. How are you?
Jeff, you're not muted.
Oh. Hang on, babe. Sorry.
Okay, I just came back.
Dr. Saroja, my
Yes.
train model has failed. I'm trying to debug it, but I can't figure it out.
Okay, your train model is failed. Can you show it?
Yeah.
Whether everyone has executed the results? Executed the pipeline? Is it generating the results properly?
This is Leon. So far, so good. I'm still at split data and coming
Okay.
to train model now.
You have configured that. Okay, execution part, right? Yes, Atif, you can share your screen now.
Yep.
For me, it got executed completely. Atif, if you share your screen, after that, I will explain the results.
Yeah, just doing it now. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's just loading for me. Okay, double click on the train model.
Yeah, it's like
Okay, I'm able to see two split screens over here.
Okay, let me close it.
Yeah, because it's so
Yeah.
small, right? I'm
Yeah,
not able
no,
to
no, I
see it over
forgot about that. Just give me a second.
here. I can just minimize it, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
You can share the
Generate-
application instead of full screen.
Just little maximization is required.
We did maximize it.
Zooming.
Yeah, zooming.
Oh, zoom.
Not this one. The results, the train model is there, right? So in the are expanded.
Okay,
So under train model, the red color flag is shown, right? Expand that. Expand that.
So can you
On
see
top,
the
after the train model?
Next
Yeah.
to the cross mark of the red warning, you can see at the end there is two down arrows. On the right, train model.
Yeah. Go over in the box on the right.
On
Leave
the
that
right,
alone.
you can see the
Keep
red
going.
line, right?
Keep
Okay,
going to
one
the right.
person,
Come out of
sorry.
that. Yeah. Go on your screen, go to the far right.
Okay.
Leave the model. Leave the model alone. Go over to the far right. Go up into that pink section. You see the two down arrows in that message, in that pink message there. Click on that. Scroll to the bottom. And then back to you, doctor.
Okay, so what is it saying is outcome not found, right? So in the train model, while selecting the label column, have you typed the outcome?
Yes, I did. It says that
Okay,
here.
so the thing is, when you are typing it, the column name must be exact. So you have typed the outcome, but it is case sensitive. So the first letter is capital letter O. That's your issue.
Oh.
Go back to the
Okay.
pipeline, go back to the previous tab, and not this execution part, just go to the previous tab in the designer part. Previous tab. Browser tab is there, right? Previous tab. No, don't click on anything over there. Just go to the previous tab. Authoring, something is there on the browser tab, right? Authoring. Little above. Browser tab. Multiple browser tabs are opened, right?
Yeah.
Yes, click on that.
Oh, okay. So I was looking for a command.
Okay.
Okay.
So this will open up your pipeline which you have created. Double click on the train model. Click on edit column. Now again type the outcome, but the first letter must be capital letter. Close it out. Close that. Oh yeah, type it. Okay, that's it. Save it. Now click on configure and submit from there. Not here. To this in the same page, click on configure and submit. Go to the previous tab where you have designed the pipeline and click on configure and submit.
So I have
Okay,
to
you can
rerun the whole thing, or?
click on select existing. Okay. Now click on next. Just see whether the runtime settings is proper or not. Just click on next. Okay, everything is available. Now click on review plus submit. Click on submit now. Okay, now we'll execute. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Doctor,
Yes.
can you share my screen?
Yes. Okay, now click on the view details. A green color ribbon kind of thing is available, right? Click on the view details. No, not here.
No.
Just above the configure and submit, a green color ribbon is available. Ribbon kind of thing is available, right? Above the configure and submit, a green color ribbon kind of thing is available, right? Success pipeline job has been executed.
Jeff.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
click on
right
the
there.
details. Okay, so your pipeline has been executed already. Completed has done that part. Execution is successful. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can stop sharing the screen
Thank
and
you.
we'll explain the results. Okay. So till now, what we have done, we have executed the pipeline. So what happened is our pipeline execution is completely successful. So how to view the results here? So as I said in the previous session, you need to view the results either in the score model, also in the evaluate model, you can view the results. Somebody has kept their. Everybody ensure that you are in mute. Okay. So under score model, there will be a small circle. So right click on it and there will be preview data. So when you click on the preview data, you will be able to see the original columns. Along with that, there will be two more columns which is added together. One is code labels, another one is code probability. So the logistic regression actually performs the probability kind of computations only. Okay, so if the scored probability is less than 0.5, then the scored label will be 0. If the scored probability is greater than 0.5, then the label will be 1. So that's how it decides. Now, this is actually the value which is computed based on the logistic regression formula. And after that, the scored label is decided based on the scored probability. Now, see here, all the values which is less than 0.5 is having the scored label as 0. And once it is greater than 0.5, it is 1. Similarly, if it is 0.7 or 0.5 also, it will be 1 only. Okay, so this is the outcome variable, which outcome prediction, which the model has done, right? Scored probabilities and scored labels. These are all the two columns which is newly added. By default, the logistic regression formula will compute the scored probability. Based on the probability value, it will decide whether the prediction is 0 or 1. If it is less than 0.5, it will make it as 0. If it is greater than 0.5, it will make it as 1. So these two things you can see under scored model. Now, the rest of the results, like the performance metrics. So those things will be available in the evaluate model. So double click on the evaluate model. Once you double click on it, and if you expand that, you will be able to see something called metrics. Okay, so when you click on the metrics, your accuracy, your area under curve, F1 square, precision, recall. So all these values will be available over here for that particular model. Okay, and the confusion matrix. So by default, the confusion matrix, it will show us chart visualization not available. Sometimes it will show this kind of error. So how to address that is, for the confusion matrix, there will be some 3 dots next to it. Click on that. You can say that as view as table. So when you specify view as table, you will be able to view the actual values. Now this is your confusion matrix for this particular data set. See here, there is the predicted labels, there is the actual labels. So if the actual is 1 and predicted is 1, in the sense it is correctly predicted, If the actual is 0 and predicted is 0 in the sense, that is also correctly predicted. Now, actual is 0, but predicted is 1. So this is the false prediction. Similarly, actual is 1, but predicted as 0. So this is again the false prediction. So these two values, the 18 and 95 are the correct predictions, and 16 and 25 are the false predictions for this particular data set. So that is what is shown by the confusion matrix. And based on these values only, the true positives, true negatives, false positives, false negatives, all those things will be computed. And based on that, your precision and recall, accuracy, all those things will be computed. Okay. Now, how to confirm that this model is good or not? Yes, Prince.
Ma'am, is there any way to export this data into Excel or somewhere?
Okay, so you can just copy paste it. This, you cannot download this particular confusion matrix, but this ROC curve values, lift values, all those things, there is a possibility for downloading. You can download it.
Okay.
It says a download chart, but it will show you only the values. The chart is not downloadable. It will give you only the values. If you want the exact chart, then you need to take a screenshot of it.
Okay.
Okay. So now, for a medical data set, which one is important? That is the decision which you have to make. So all the time, accuracy is not the important metric. So some cases, accuracy is the important metric, and some other cases, accuracy is not an important metric. We may try to reduce the false positives, or we may try to reduce the false negatives. Okay. So for medical data set, most probably, people will try to reduce the false negatives. Nobody with diabetes should be left, should be detected as without diabetes. So that's the major thing which will come in medical data. That means to reduce or to reduce the false negatives. That is the primary thing. So in that case, your recall matters a lot when it comes to medical data. So what you have to do is you need to increase the recall value. Okay, so your focus must be on increasing the recall value. You may say that the model accuracy is 73%, but if you see the recall value, it is only 0.41, which is very low. So in that case, it's not a good model. So you try to increase the recall part. Okay. So that's the thing which you have to get it from here. And ROC curve. So when you look at the ROC curve, if your ROC curve, most probably, if it is above the diagonal itself, if it is above the diagonal, sorry, I have drawn it wrongly. So if it is above the diagonal, then it can be, okay, again, it is a little bit wrong. Kindly adjust. So if it is above the diagonal, the model is somewhat good, but it is not accurate. So the expectation is the model must be something towards the left corner. So if your ROC curve, you are able to get this kind of ROC curve, then it is an excellent model. Now, right now, the model is not so excellent. At the same time, it is not so bad. Okay, so we have to tune the regularization weights, parameters, all those things to achieve a good recall value and then a good ROC curve. If your recall value is good, automatically the ROC curve will also change accordingly. So your focus will be on getting a proper recall value. I hope some people may have different recall values because everybody have used different random number seed. As this data set is somewhat imbalanced, it will affect the recall values also. Yes, Prince.
Yeah, so my recall value was different. That's why I
Yes.
actually.
Yeah. So it depends upon the random seed number, how the training is happened, which data is selected for testing. Suppose sometimes what will happen is most of the data which it has selected for training will be without diabetes. And less data will be with diabetes. So those kind of issues may also happen. And another thing is we have specified explainability as true in the train model. Am I right? So what kind of explanations can we see? So when you double click on the train model, under outputs and log, so initially what will happen is there won't be any explanation kind of thing. So now when you have explicitly specifying explanation as true, then this will be available. Where it is available, double click on the train model and click on outputs and log. And when you expand this explanation, what it will give is, it will show you the global rank, all those things. And again, you will be able to see it as JSON values. Now see here, global rank. So if you open it up, just closing all the things. If you just open this up, so what is the interpretation that it is giving is, out of the available features, which feature is having high correlation or which is having more importance. Now it starts from the index 0. So 0 and then 1, the first feature. 0 means the pregnancies, and then the first means obviously glucose, I think. And then 3, and then followed by 2, 6, 4, 7, 5. So these are all the global rankings that it has specified for the 8 parameters which we have given as input. Similarly, global names. Okay, so global names, that means this is the order which it is following. So based on that, you have to interpret the name. So glucose followed by the BMI, pregnancies, age, diabetes pedigree. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And based on that, you have to interpret the ranking, which is topmost. 0 is nothing but glucose. And then 1 is nothing but BMI. Okay. Similarly, per class names. So all will be JSON files only. So we have to find out when you explore that, it will give you the data, and from that, the explanation will be available. And feature interpret, let's see this also. So what are all the features? And then local importance values. So this is with respect to the local minima, all those things, which is, okay, even I'm not sure with this particular part. So when you are giving the explainability, this will be created and you can explore this one by one. Okay, that is the advantage with train model explanation part. So score model is over, evaluation is also over, train model is over. So this is how you can evaluate a model. And as I said earlier, so for 2-class logistic regression, we have specified single parameter and we have given one or two values. Single parameter in the sense we have fixed the values and we have given it. Now you can change the values and you can see the results and you can come to some conclusion on which is the best value for improving the recall. Or you can go with hyperparameter tuning for improving it. Okay. Any questions as of now? Yes, Rio.
Sorry, how do we move from here in terms of the feature selection?
Feature selection.
We have used 8, right? So if now that we have run it, would we have any form of indicator for us to now reduce the number of features?
Yes. Okay. So the one point which I missed is the correlation. So here what you can do is, in the filter-based feature selection, what we have done is we have just selected 8. Now, under this features, you will be not in the first output, in the second output. Now here you will be able to see the correlation values also. So just click on the features, right click on the features and click on preview data. So once you are doing it, what it will show is what is the correlation of each and every value, every column to the corresponding outcome. Okay. So now for glucose, it is 0.49 and then for BMI. Again, here also some little bit differences will be there when it comes to your system and my system based on the normalization when it has done all those things. Most often it must be same. Some minor differences will also be there. Okay, so the correlation matrix value it has given. Based on that, you can decide which is highly important, which is not important, which is highly important. Now here, if you see the blood pressure, it is of 0.165 only. So you can decide whether it is required or not. Similarly, the genetic reasons, pedigree function. So that is also a minimal correlation is there. So based on this, based on the correlation values, you can select with that. And if you specify the filter-based feature selection, we have specified the number of desired features as 8, right? Now, if you are selecting only the top 5 features, in the sense, directly here itself, you can give number of desired features as 5, so that only 5 top values, which is having high correlation, will be selected, and those alone will be used for splitting data. That's the one way of doing the hyperparameter tuning. Another way is there is a module called tune hyperparameter. For that, instead of using the train module, you have to go with that. So due to time constraints, I'm not discussing it right here. So we will discuss that either in the next session. Also, I will share the material within 2 days. So when I'm sharing the material, I will also add the screenshot of all the hypertuning parameters also, so that you can go through that once. Okay.
When is your next session, Dr. Saroja?
My next session is on 26th.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So is that clear? Or are you able to get the results? Any issues still here?
No, very good. Thank you.
Okay.
That was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So now I hope you got familiarized to this platform, so you are able to get the results easily, right?
No, that's a bit of a stretch, but yes.
Actually, these platforms look so easy to build a model quickly. Earlier, I was depending on Jupyter Notebook to writing a lot of code and then bringing and deploying the model. So this is really good, to be honest.
Yeah, so this is easy, but one thing is certain features will not be available. For that alone, you can write simple Python codes here and there.
Yes, so explainability and where you are dealing with such a data which is very meshy, and in that case, you definitely need a coding to be done.
Yes.
So in that case, yeah, Python coding is required to remove that fallback. Otherwise, it's really good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prince, did you say from when you use coding, the interpretability is better?
Yes, it actually, because you have a lot of controls on that, because you just actually you are designing complete pipeline from your code, and you control the data very well. That's why you have you can answer because you see we cannot download the confusion metrics. We cannot download the actual
Output results.
RUC. So these things, because you are coding and generating it in your notebook, it gives you clear understanding, and you can explain to your team that this curve is designed based on this data, and you have the source code as well. So everything there is, yeah. So there are certain pros and cons for both the technology, but yes, I found this is really good, to be honest. This is what I would prefer to go further there.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
actually, the people who got familiarized with the coding, they love to do the coding, and that will be easy also for them. And people are from different domains. So definitely coding will be a challenging task for them. So for those people, this kind of drag and drop interface will be highly helpful. Moreover, here most of the things are inbuilt, and it will execute automatically. Most of the results it will generate automatically. You don't have to configure much. With a little configuration, you can get better results. So that's the advantage primarily over here.
Yeah, exactly, ma'am. Because it's such a pain to write a lot of code and to generate, and keeping, because here we have a very few number of features, but when you
Yes.
are dealing with a large number of features and interpreting everything, then it's
That's
definitely
a
a pain.
challenging task only.
Yes, exactly. And that's
But particularly with respect to data cleaning and all, it's not so easy to clean the
exactly
data.
exactly. We use where we have a data pipelines are already there. But again, eventually creating a model, and then it definitely requires certain more data cleaning and feature selection task, and that's where you would definitely need a code to do that.
Yes. Okay, so that's it for today's session. If you have any queries, you can stay back and ask me. Yeah, one important part which I missed is it's not over yet. Keep in mind, it's not over yet. I forgot that. Okay, now once execution is successful, before you leave the session, you need to clear all those contents. The first step is you have to stop the compute instance. Okay, watch my cursor right now. So in the left side panel where you have seen the data, designer, all those things, there will be one thing called manage. Under that, compute will be available. So click on that compute. Now see here, my compute instance is still running. So that means even after my execution is over, it will be keep on running state only. So until it is idle for 1 hour, it will be keep on running. So first we have to stop it. Select that and click on stop here. Select this and click on stop here. So why stopping this instance is important is, so this instance is going to consume the credits of us. Okay, so whatever credits that you are that is available with you, if you leave that missing as such, it's going to compute the credits accordingly. Even though it is clear that it will be after 1 hour, it will move to the shutdown state or stop stage, but still it's a better habit to stop the running instance once your work is done. Okay, this is the first job. Now the next thing is we have to remove the resource groups also. The reason is, again, the workspace as well as the data storage, everything is going to take small amount of credits, not like compute instance, but still it is going to take small amount of computational things and all. It is some amount of charges will be credited. So what you have to do is go to the first tab from where we have moved to Launch Studio. Okay, so go to this particular place. If you have wrongly closed that in the sense, create a new tab, type portal.azure.com. So it will go to your dashboard page. Okay, yes, you're good.
Hi.
Yeah.
My only feedback on this stage has been, yes, delete the compute or stop it. But I have found that by keeping the work that we do in this class around, it was very instrumental in when I was doing my assignment, right? Because I could go back and see exactly how things were configured and all of that. When you kill it, if you really didn't understand it,
I will show you the
completely
difference.
lost.
So for you, as it is student credits, maybe it will not take much charges. I'll show you what's happening. I'm just clicking on my cost management. I'm not using Azure for student credits. Okay, I'm using pay as you go basis. So whatever I'm teaching, so I'm paying that accordingly. Now see here, so this month, I mean, for my today's class alone, so what is the cost it has taken? It will show you the split up as well. Okay, I think it is getting late loading it. So here you will be able to see the exact split. Even for just now I have seen cost by resource. So cost by resource, whatever you are doing. So for resource group, for which resource group, how much is charged, all those things, each and every charges will be available. If you expand that, you will be able to see that. Okay, this is for my storage account. Even though it is very minor, but if you are keep on, see for 1 hour, I have 3 hours. So morning 3 hours of session, I have used this. For that, it is showing me 0.05. If you leave that for 1 month or 1 year, then it will reflect in your things. Okay, similarly, the keyword, it is showing you 0.02. As of now, it seems to be fine. But if you are keep on leaving it, if you are keep on adding so many resource group and using it, then the amount of credits that it is taken will be much more. Okay, that time it will reflect. Is that clear now? So as
It's
of
clear.
now, for 1 month or something, if you are keeping that pipeline as such, only removing the compute instance and maintaining the pipeline, it is fine. But don't keep it so long. Okay. And you can check your credits in the education patch. So go with education. So most probably in your screen under education, the student offer details will be available. For me, it's not available. So for you here under education part, the student offer credits, how much you have utilized, how much it is pending, all those things will be available over there. Okay. So now I will move on to my last part. The last part is nothing but removing the resource group. So I'm just typing in the search bar, I'm searching for resource group. Click on resource groups. The resource group which I have created right now is this one. This is the one which I'm working with right now. So click on that and click on delete resource group. Okay, so once you have specified that, the resource group to be deleted will be available over here. Copy that, paste it here and click on delete. So this is the last step which you have to do when you feel that all the works are complete. Don't forget it. Okay, so if you want the pipeline and if you want to check it out, just clear the compute instance or stop the compute instance. But beyond a certain point, don't keep the resources also. It's not good for your credits. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, this is clear. This is really good. Thank you, ma'am, for taking this session. Just one thing, once we see all these results, like, how do we kind of start the process of like fine-tuning it or making the model better and all of that? Is that going to be covered in the subsequent sessions, or
Yeah,
is there
I'll
any?
cover it.
Okay.
I'll try to cover it in the subsequent session, or I told that I'll share a material, right? So in that, I will address that particular part. Now your basic understanding and your execution, how it works, everything is clear for you. So even if I give one module, it will not, you can easily refer it and execute it without any issues. Okay?
Yes.
I'll
ma'am,
add that up in the materials.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, all of these metrics, I want to be able to, understand like what these mean and how we can kind of like make sense of it. So we have to again refer to the course material also, like it has to be done in conjunction with how the course is also being delivered. But I'm a
Yes.
bit like there, but yeah.
So most probably your precision recall values, which you can directly relate. Only thing is the fine tuning part. So the fine tuning part, I will add it in the materials. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
session.
See, yes, Prince.
Can you show me one more time that in case if I'm not sure whether I have cleaned up all the resources, compute, is there any specific area into this which help me to identify in any case if I left any of the compute engine or any?
Okay, so the simplest way is you don't have to worry much about it. The first thing is check on with compute instance. Even if you didn't check this also, not an issue. Okay, not an issue. Go to the resource group. So in your resource group itself, whatever the resource groups that you have added, everything will be available. Okay, select that resource group and delete it. The purpose of resource group is nothing but a folder. Instead of deleting each and every file separately, what we are doing is we are deleting the entire folder. That's the concept behind resource group. Now, once you delete the resource group, your workspace that you have created, your storage that you have created, so whatever is created as part of the workspace, you can see here, right? So all those things will be deleted. Ensure all your resource groups are deleted.
Okay, so it means deleting the resource group will delete everything, whatever I have utilized.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. You're good. You have raised your hands. Your queries?
Yes. Okay, so this is just another tip for those of us who might be struggling to keep up. What I have done, for example, the matrix screen with all the graphs and all of that, I literally took a screenshot of the entire thing,
Okay.
took a sample of the metrics screen with the data on it, put both of those screenshots into my favorite AI, and just ask it to explain the different sections. It won't be as perfect as the lecture, but in terms of defining terms, explaining the graph, it's like a tutorial, right?
Yes,
It helped
obviously.
me. It
See,
gives me
these
a baseline so I can understand. So when the lecture actually does come, I actually know what's going on. So I'd highly recommend that for those who are really, really struggling.
That's a really
I
good
agree
tip.
with that point. I agree with that point because even sometimes some minor points we will forget while explaining. So those things also is high. These days, AI is highly helpful for learning, but validation is also important in that case. Okay. You can get the exact idea, 99% of the idea exactly from the AI itself. Maybe one point here and there that will be missing. We may miss 10% of the things. It may miss maybe 1% or something. You can very well refer to it and you can use those charts for getting the clear ideas. That will be helpful for your clear-cut understanding also.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me stop sharing the screen. Yes, that's it for today's session. So for everybody, please delete the resources before you go.
Can you help me with that?
Yeah, sure. Can you share your screen? Others, if you have deleted the resources or if you have completed if you have removed the compute instance, stop the compute instance, you can leave the session. Okay. Okay, so you don't have to delete the workspace. Go to a new page. No, don't do anything
New
over
page.
here. New page. Type portal.azure.com.
Means a new browser tab.
Yes. Okay, in the URL bar, type portal.azure.com. Portal.azure.com. Now automatically it will move to your page. Now search for resource groups. Okay, these are all the 2 resource groups which you have created. So select one resource group, delete it, click on that resource group. Yeah, click on the name and then click on delete resource group. Yes, copy the name and delete it. Copy the name, paste it in the down, click on delete. It will take a couple of minutes for deletion. So click on the bell icon, the notifications icon which is showing. Yes, click on that. So it is right now it is deleting the resource group. Okay, once it has deleted completely, it will show you resource group delete. Yes, right now it is showing the resource group deleted successfully, right? Similarly, delete the other resource group also. Click on that. Click on the name. Click on the name of the resource group. Okay, now select delete resource group. Okay, so right now this resource group will take a couple of minutes for deletion because it includes multiple resources. Click on the notification and see whether the resource group is deleted or not. Notifications icon, the bell icon. Yeah, right now it is deleting. Okay. Okay, so it will delete automatically. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now I can stop sharing the screen. So any other queries from anybody? Okay. And thank you. So I'm ending the session now.
Thanks, Doctor. It's a good session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank,
Doctor.
thank you.